What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more J-drama score. What's up, Luca? And we're going to listen to another tune. She is surely going to jump up here, perhaps. Well, I guess she'll figure it out. But we're going to listen to the main theme from Zettai Reido, which translates to Absolute Zero. I did react to one song. It's actually a song from the soundtrack, which is a tune by Love Psychedelico. It's a Japanese band, but the lead singer grew up in New York, so she speaks fluent English. So their lyrics often mix English and Japanese, and unlike some Japanese groups who do that, when you hear her sing English, you wouldn't even know that she wasn't, an American-born singer. So yeah, ultimately, they're a cool group, and they do a few tracks throughout the 4-season run of Absolute Zero, which I don't remember exactly what I said because that video was a long time ago, but just to briefly rehash, it's a crazy show that just keeps reinventing itself. So the first season, which is the one that I encountered, I believe is from 2008. Does it say it here? It may say it, but that's the best of my recollection. So when it started, Absolute Zero, it's a reference to cold cases, because that's what this show is about. Like cases which there's just no leads, they've been dead for multiple years, and somehow, through the course of the investigations and perhaps the personal conviction of the main character played by Ueto, I don't know if that's how you say her surname, and it'd be like Ueto Aya in the way that they actually say it in Japan. But yeah, she's the main character of the first 2 seasons, and she shows up in season 3, but ultimately, the first season it's a cold case show. And then the next season came after a special in which one of the main characters of the first season dies. I don't have the special on disc. I've seen it because you can find like different websites that deal in J-drama. It'll have series and specials hosted. So I've seen the special, but I don't own it. But then it gets to season 2, and suddenly it transforms into an infiltration show, like an undercover investigation show. And I think maybe they're still working on cold cases in principle, but it's not just about investigating and kind of asking people for leads and whatever. Suddenly they're going undercover in all the episodes, and there's this, they're pretending to be people who work at a place because maybe someone there knows the person who actually committed the crime. So it has a different feel than season 2. So that was, I think, 2009, maybe 2010. Fast forward to, I believe, 2019, and they come out with season 3, and it's completely different. Although, again, Ueto Aya does actually show up in a more guest role, where she's in a couple of the episodes, especially at the end of the show. But now it's like the movie Minority Report, where they have this program that predicts people who are going to commit crimes based on all number of factors. And so they investigate, and ultimately, at the end of the investigations, usually the program is right, but it's more complicated than maybe you would think, just given that, this person is going to kill this person. And sometimes, even though the person might have done that and committed a crime, what the other person has done to them or whatever, it's they should be in jail too. So it's a really cool and a bit sci-fi show. And then season 4 is more of the same, and I won't reveal what happens at the end of season 3, just in the case that, or just on the possibility that in the next few years, as I continue doing watch-alongs of all sorts of things, including J-drama, maybe I'll come around to watch it, because it would be worth watching. Season 3 is amazing. But anyway, so season 4 continues off that with a notable development that happens at the end of season 3, but I actually haven't watched all of season 4. So anyway, back to the very first season, which is a cold case show. The main character is this rookie who comes in, and she's earnest. She wants to, I want to solve these cases and, bring peace to the victims' families and so on that, never got justice because they never knew what happened. But that leads her to be a bit overzealous and some questioning and so on, and ends up closing off potential leads because she wasn't delicate. So it's a learning show over the course of the series. The other members warm up to her more, and she also learns from them more. And again, one of those characters dies in this special episode between seasons 1 and 2. In any case, the main theme, it's literally just called Absolute Zero Main Theme, and this is the official soundtrack here. It's like 6.5 minutes long, and it's very dramatic and epic, and it has some different parts to it. And indeed, I don't remember, I think maybe in some episodes they use part of it and then like use another part of it later, but I know that in at least a couple episodes, including the very first one of season 1, the whole thing plays and it unfolds over the last 6 or 7 minutes of the episode when the crucial developments and revelations come about. So it's like the way they use this piece of score in the episodes is really, really well done. In the soundtrack here, everything is written in Kanji, and I think also hiragana. Or not, like the tracks are written in English, and in some cases like romaji, because it's like a Japanese word, but written in Latin characters, or the Latin alphabet. But the composer's name is not written here, so I'm going to look it up after I'm very certain I will be able to figure that out quickly, but I do have a cat on my lap. So for now, I'm not aware of who the composer's name is, but I'll definitely have it in the video description and title. So here we go. This is from the Absolute Zero Season 1, and I believe it's also played in Season 2, from the score of Zettai Reido. This is the Absolute Zero main theme. Wait for the woodwind. amazing. It's, as dramatic as I was recalling in my head. And it's interesting because I was thinking that part of this, there's a, like, more energetic, it's like that same main melody, the da-na-na-na-na-na, but it's like, there's like this, sort of fast, like, moving on the streets kind of iteration of it, but I guess that's like another track in the soundtrack. So, yeah, ultimately, I've had the Love Psychedelico tunes for a long time, but only recently just got the full soundtrack, so I'll have to go through this, and presumably that will be somewhere in here. So, looking forward to it. Ultimately, as I said, it's a great show. The first season is fantastic. Second season, again, it shifts gears, but it's really great. Third season of the three is maybe my favorite because it's just so different. It came so much later, and yet there's still a direct connection to the first couple seasons. And then, as I said, season 4 I haven't yet seen in full, so all in good time. But yeah, let me know what you think of this. As I mentioned, there's a few playlists that I'm going to try to get around to a little bit more often, so I appreciate everyone's patience. There will be some people I know who will check this out, and shout out to you, but also shout out to the other people who, will have to be patient as I go through some of the playlists which are, less travel, just to make sure they're not falling off completely. So, big ups to everybody, including Luca. I don't see you're in a weird position, so yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I think that's the safest. So, anyway, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.